What are the benefits of Yonggheeinrich Material Flow Consulting? Mr. Adams is the head of logistics. In this position, he has to deal with several challenges. On the one hand, he wants to meet the needs of his clients and colleagues, for example, by ensuring that all processes run smoothly and successfully. On the other hand, he also needs to meet the demands of the management board, for instance, by making sure that the costs are always considered. Mr. Adams also wonders how he can create a harmonious balance between current topics, such as automation and energy efficiency, and the company's growth targets. That's a lot to do all at once. He desperately needs a plan that will allow him to deal with all of these challenges. He therefore meets up with the Yonggheeinrich consultant, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher suggests that Mr. Adams should use material flow consulting. This means that external consultants will take a look at his existing structures and work with the client to develop a holistic solution that considers all demands. Sounds good! Material flow consulting always begins with an inspection of the situation on site and a subsequent review. A sketch that considers parts of the big picture is then produced for the client. The sketch contains a rough expert assessment of the state of affairs and provides initial impulses. It presents problem-solving approaches for individual areas and is ideal for use as a self-help tool. Given that Mr. Adams wants to take a holistic approach to tackling his many challenges, he goes one step further and asks Mr. Fisher to produce an analysis within the scope of the material flow consulting. To do so, Mr. Fisher analyzes all of the logistics data and examines the connections. He checks whether certain rules can be deduced from these data, for example, from the order patterns of customers. In doing so, he records all of the demands of his client in detail. Based on these findings, Mr. Fisher develops alternative solutions and works together with Mr. Adams to choose the best solutions. Mr. Fisher combines these solutions in the final stage of the process to form an overall concept, which he uses to provide a recommended course of action for the areas of processes, technology, layout, and costs. The overall solution has now been clearly determined. Mr. Adams is grateful for Mr. Fisher's material flow consulting and feels perfectly equipped to tackle future demands. He now knows exactly what he needs to do and can get started with the implementation. Our consulting is always a solution-independent service for both manual and automated solutions in equal measure. The optimal process is our main priority. We achieve this by identifying the best technology. For more information, please send an email to materialflowconsulting@yonggheeinrich.com.